Alright guys, so if you remember from last class, we started working with solving equations when we had variables on both sides. We were also doing something called the distributive property, which you see over here, and then combining like terms. Now, initially I'm thinking that we could distribute this 1/4 on the right side of our equation, but I don't know about you, but I don't really love working with fractions. If you chose to, you could absolutely distribute this 1/4, use your inverse operations, and solve for r. But I'm going to show you a little sort of trick here that's going to make this a little bit more efficient. Now, I want to get rid of all my fractions because I don't want to work with them. So if I were to multiply something by each of these fractions to get rid of the denominators, now here we have 1/2. So I could multiply everything by 2, but if I were to multiply everything by 2, this fraction would get taken care of, but I would still have 2/4, or 1/2. So I need to multiply by the common multiple of each of these denominators. So I have a 2, a 4, and another 4. The common multiple of each of these numbers is 4. So I'm going to multiply both sides of my equations by 4. Because remember, anything we do to one side, you have to do to the other. So if we were to distribute this 4 to everything on the left side, 4 times 1/2 r gives us 2r, plus 4 times 3/4 gives us 12/4. Equals, on this side, we're still distributing even though the 4 is on the right, so I'm going to multiply this. 4 times 1/4 gives us 4/4. Now, I'm not going to multiply it by the stuff in the parentheses because it is already being multiplied by this 1/4. So when I multiply 4 times the 1/4, it already takes care of this entire side. So I'm just going to leave this as negative 3r plus 8. In parentheses. Now we can clean this up a little bit. This 2r stays the same, plus 12/4 is just positive 3 equals 4/4 is 1, so we can just leave everything that's inside the parentheses, or negative 3r plus 8. If you need to pause the video and go back and re-watch what we did here, do so. Make sure that you are really comfortable with how I got rid of the fractions and how I simplified to make sure that we only have integer values here. Now, if you want, you can pause the video and see if you can use your inverse operations to solve. So to solve for the r, I'm going to add 3r to both sides. This eliminates this term. So we're left with 5r plus 3 equals 8. Next, I want this r by itself, so I need to subtract 3 from both sides. We have 5r equals 5, and then our last step, divide both sides by 5. We get r equals 1.